Okay, I'm going to say one thing about Alicia and her personality is this. When we were kids, I was the one who was very whimsical, very, oh, go with the flow. I was an incredibly naive, like girl, teenage girl and stuff. And thank God for my cousin Alicia, because she would just, about snatch me up by my shoulders, or,
I always had to be the one to be like, Corenna, no, wake up.
She brought me back to earth.
She brought me back to earth. This is for real. Yeah. So.
And one thing about Alicia is that she is always calculating all the possibilities. Like, she is a Virgo to the core, baby. She is always calculating possible risk. And so when we were kids, I'd be like, well, let's try this. And she'd be like, but what if this happens? And I'm like, can we just live in the moment and make a mistake? And she'd be like, So yeah, she definitely kept, between her and Corwin, and then even Kyrie, because when I was coming around Kyrie, she's like, what? I'm like, y'all so innocent, and like y'all kept me humble and grounded. Because if I would have been around some Erica, we could have really turned the streets down. But God put the right.
I think we actually did have a friend who was like Erica.
He put a Corwin. He put an Alicia.
Door, but we won't say her name.
I didn't get crazy. You shut up, Corwin.
All right. Moving on to our fan questions. That was a fun intro today. Oh, I love the dialogue. That was awesome. First question of the day is from Frederico from Providence, Rhode Island. Chan seems like a nice guy, quote, unquote, but he is a member of organized crime. Does he plan on keeping that secret from Malia? And if he does, how do you think she will react to the news? Well, Chan is a new character here, so we haven't really gotten to know Chan. So at this point, we don't know what his plan is, what he plans on doing, if he's going to introduce Malia to it, and work together. We just don't know at this point. So it's really hard to answer that right now, Frederico, but keep reading. And time will tell. And I definitely do not think Malia will take the news kindly because, as Antonio has already expressed, that's why he hasn't pursued any relationship with Malia, because of his street life. And he knows that she would not be accepting of it. So as far as insight to how Malia feels about street life, we've seen that in previous chapters with Antonio. So I don't think that she will be open to it. So Chan will have to, if he gets to know Malia before he introduces her to his life, he will quickly see that, okay, this is not something that I will be able to reveal to her because I could possibly lose her, so he'll have to make that decision as he proceeds in a relationship with her.
If I can interject my thoughts here. One, I think that, okay, Karina, you don't have to roll your eyes. But first of all, I definitely think that Chan is not going to reveal to Malia. I mean, here's the thing. He probably has legitimate businesses that pays the rent, right? That's how he launders his money. I don't think that Malia will ever really know how Chan makes his money, and he doesn't have to. I mean, really. But also on the other side of it, any fans of The Sopranos can take a look at that. Tony Soprano was a criminal and a thug, but his family didn't see him that way because they saw him doing legitimate businesses. Now, they kind of suspected that he was involved in the mafioso and doing all kind of other things, right? But he had legitimate businesses with actual offices, and Chan is the same way. Now, on the other side, because Malia is such a sheltered church girl, according to you three, that maybe that's going to get her hot and bothered. And when, okay, he packs a hand cannon. All right, well, let me get down. It could almost be like Karen from Goodfellas and whatnot, right? Where all of a sudden her man is packing heat and he is pistol whipping folks and getting her all hot and bothered and whatnot. So I'm kind of banking on the latter because I'm going to be honest with you. Nell seems like the first time she sees an AR-15, she may cream. So I don't know. I just think that it can go either way. But That's my 3 cents.
I must say, Corwin, you are an animal, I swear.
I will be here all week.
Did he say hand cannon? Hand cannon? Is that what he said? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I have a 45 Ruger, and that's what I call it, because that's gets to getting off. So I call it a hand cannon, because boom, you know what I mean, out there and whatnot. But anyways, I digress.
You need Jesus. You know, he's available 24/7, boo. Just anyways. I think that I don't think Chan's gonna keep it a secret from Malia. And I don't think she's gonna take it well, but I think she's probably gonna go along with the flow. Like kind of get on board. Like I don't think she's gonna leave him because of it. I haven't gotten that far in the book yet, but I don't think that he's gonna keep a secret. He has money, he's got the, you know, whole mysterious vibe and stuff going on. You can only be so naive. You have to. I think she'll figure it out. The thing is, I said, I believe, if not the last episode, the episode before, where that's going to expose Antonio, and I think that's probably where she'll end up hurt at, because this is a childhood friend that kept something so major from her. That's where I feel bad for her at. I believe that this is going to expose Antonio, but I don't think Chan is going to, I don't think he's going to, he doesn't have a reason to try and keep this from her. That's just my 2 cents.
Okay, so let me look at the question again. I do think that Chan is coming off as a very nice guy. I mean, but this is also like their first meeting as well. So who really is an a-hole when you're first getting to know somebody? So let's put that out there. As far as, do I think that Chan will reveal the things that he's really up to? I don't think so. I think that it kind of plays into the Rose City two-faced characters. You know, people only reveal as much about themselves as they need to reveal. I think that Chan seems like the type of individual who is very much like Antonio. You know, he sits in between two worlds and he navigates both. If you want a woman who's into your, you know, underworld lifestyle, there are women out there who you know, who are okay with the drug dealers, who are okay with the mafioso type of men. Malia has not been raised in that type of environment, and that's one of the reasons why Antonio doesn't tell her about who he is, because he knows that she would probably be like, "What? You're a kingpin? My Jesus!" You know, like she would probably freak out and then be thinking that now the feds are watching me too because I've been around you, and then now they might start thinking something's going on at my store. I'm laundering for you, you know? So I just think that Chan is going to be one of those people who knows how to keep a secret until something probably comes out, and then it forces you to see it. But what a lot of people do, and I've heard this, and it's very toxic to say, but there are people who will get you trapped in stuff, you know, whether it is in marriage or whether it is with a baby, and then they want to drop the ball on. Kind of have another secret I want to share with you. I feel so comfortable that you're not leaving now. I got you cuffed. I got you cuffed properly, right? And then they want to tell you because they feel like it's harder for you to untangle yourself out of that web. So I think Chan is deceitful, and I think he's mysterious, and I want to see where the hell all of this goes.
Yes, Bia, I hope I'm saying that right. Bia from Fayetteville, Arkansas says, "What the hell is going on with Two-Faced Erica? She was being very disrespectful towards Malia. Please tell me Malia will cut her off for good." Erica is very jealous of Malia and her lifestyle. I think we've all pretty much confirm that. She's jealous. She's jealous of Malia, and I don't know if I would say two-faced, because she's always kind of been, she's not really nice to, two-faced would, you're nice on one end and then you switch up on them. She's always just been a butthole towards Malia. Malia just kind of put up with her. Yeah, I don't know when Malia is going to be done with her, once and forever. They're like family. And so she tolerates a lot of stuff from her, but yeah, she was really on a whole 10. And I think what it was she was getting Shan's attention, and Erica has always tried to take guys from Malia, and she could not get, Shan's attention off Malia. So that drove her rage like up, like, hold on, this is something I'm usually easily able to do. He don't want to take shots off my body, like, wait a minute, and so when that didn't happen, she just pulled out all her guns and wanted to throw insults and really be Erica. I don't see Erica as two-faced. I just see her just as a straight up BIT. So it says, please tell me Malia will cut her off for good. We're all hoping at some point she will. She'll wisen up just like she did with Mike, and just be done with her. Erica don't mean or want anything good for Malia. She doesn't need to be in her circle. So I agree with you, Bia, that Malia just needs to cut Erica off. How about you, Corenna?
I'll let Kyrie go, and then I'll go.
I like that name, Bia. That's really cool. I agree with Alicia. Elicia. I love that name too. But I agree that Erica is definitely not two-faced. She wears her feelings all the way out there on her sleeves, on her shirt, on her pants. It's just all hanging out, and so that Erica boy. I feel like even if Malia does cut her off, because I thought she cut her off last time after the whole Justin debacle, and then Eva invited her back and tried to get Malia to give her another chance. But I feel like the way that Erica is just seems like she's just gunning to hurt Malia. Even if Malia does cut her off, she's just going to be showing up places, and they are family. So it's like they have more ties to each other than just each other, They know other people. Erica knows other people in Malia's family that, she's possibly close to, and friends, Eva, and, whoever else, where she can possibly, finagle her way back into, a meeting with Malia. So, even if Malia does shut her out, I just feel like Erica's just going to come back again, just because she just seems to love seeing Malia squirm and hurting her for whatever reason. Hopefully we'll find out in the future what exactly Erica's problem is. So.
Corwin, have you left us to go to a work meeting? Okay. So my take on it is, I keep forgetting where we're at, so apologize. I think Erica was acting two-faced when she was going to everybody else, trying to butter Malia up through her friends. And let's talk about that for a second, like to go to other people's friends and be like, I made a mistake and I don't know why she's acting. I'm sorry. I said I was sorry. So now you're essentially trying to turn my friends against me, making them feel bad. And then when you have the opportunity to do me right, you do what you always do. So the two-facedness wasn't maybe necessarily for Malia, but maybe more so for Malia's friends. Because remember, Erica has a whole obsession and fantasy life about wanting to take over and take everything from Malia. So maybe her trying to make Malia look like the bad guy in front of her friends would maybe help that. Maybe she's like, I want her friends to see she's a things and see ownership and accountability for the way I treat people, which is wrong, right? So I think that and everybody has just left me here on the camera by myself, just talking. But I definitely think that Erica was being fake. I think Erica was pretending to be something that she wasn't in the eyesight of other people, running and telling Malia's friends how hurt she was and how she's trying to make amends, but knowing deep down inside that she's going to do it anyway. Now, as far as Malia is concerned, they've been around each other since they were kids. And at what point are you going to just believe that Erica is who Erica is? At some point, you just have to realize, and I think Malia, and this is not just for Malia, this is for anybody in life. If you have a situation with a person and it keeps on happening, at some point you have to realize no amount of talking and, just trying to be civil with each other is going to change how people behave. You have to just let it go. And I think that hopefully this last straw with her at the club trying to rub it in Malia's face that, look at Mike with that woman over there, and calling her names and just doing the most. And like at one point the book said that she was trying to offer Chan a shot out of her cleavage, and if Malia would have saw that, she would have drug her. So it's like, why are you so upset with this woman for just trying to live her life? And she was like making comments like y'all's whack conversation and blah 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 blah. She's so used to just leading with sex. That's what she does. She gets men's attention because they realize quickly, oh, that's the one out the family who's about to give up them draws today. Okay, cool. We'll talk to her instead. And so where Malia's like, she's always just like, oh, what do you like? And what sports do you play? Oh, okay. And what college did you go to? She's just talking about like all the stuff that you're supposed to talk about. Erica wants to do body shots. Clearly, she's used to getting a certain amount of attention by leading with her private parts. So I'll say that. I think that she was acting more so fake with Malia's friends than with Malia, and Malia just needs to accept it and move the hell on. Jada from Spring Creek, Nevada says, Mike's player boy ways came out when Malia saw him grabbing that woman's butt. Does Mike feel bad or does he feel caught? Clearly, he won't change. He is not into Malia. I do believe that Mike's ugly ways for sure came out with that woman after, telling Malia they were meant to be together and just really trying to create like a hard sell for her. And then to turn around in the club, dancing upon another woman and grabbing her butt and kissing on her. It really felt like, what? So are you serious? Like, you can't be serious, right? You are technically divorced from your wife who you cheated on with, and now you're in the club with random women. It was all too much. Does Mike feel bad? I don't think Mike feels bad. What I feel is that Mike feels caught. I think that Mike is a person who likes to have the upper hand in the situation. So now that Malia is seeing him clearly over there getting his groove on with some other women, it's like, you can't really be that into me if you're over there, grabbing booty, and if you're over there, hanging with these women and being super inappropriate and kissing on them. You can't be into me. You just can't. There's just no way. So I think that Mike's not going to change. He doesn't have to change, and he knows it. I don't think that he's into Malia the way that he wants people to believe. I think that Mike is into dominating people. And I think he's so used to being able to bend Malia. I guess in the words of Corwin, Malia would be somebody considered to be Play-Doh, moldable, a Build-A-Bay in a sense, very kind of just naive and whimsical and goes with it, right? And so I feel that Mike doesn't feel bad, like, oh my God, did I hurt her feelings? Have I inflicted some kind of pain or trauma onto this woman? I don't think that's what it is. I think it's like, man, it's already going to be hard enough to get back into her life. And now she's seen me do this with this woman. Now I have to try to explain this foolishness. So I think he feels very much caught. And now he has to try to figure out a lie. Oh, it was the alcohol. She made me touch her butt, that type of thing. Who else wants to jump in and take that question?
Okay, oops, I keep unmuting and muting. I agree with you, Corenna, that he doesn't feel bad. He got caught. He just told her one thing and he's doing something else, and she's seeing the something else. So now it's going to be even harder for him to come in and be like, no, but I was just playing. No, she's nothing. You mean everything. And it's, so I don't think he feels bad. And I don't think he's changed. He doesn't, there's no reason for him to change. He's gotten away with crap, when he was with her before, he got away with stuff. And so, he thinks if he could just sweet talk her well enough, she'll fall back into him, and he could continue to do what he's been doing. So that's my 2 cents.
Yes, I totally agree with both of you. I don't think Mike has feelings. I don't think he has a heart. So, yeah. Next question.